Hi there, welcome back. Um, I, I'm going to take you on a little tour of what I've got done on the little book of Christmas, but I'm actually mostly going to work on something else today. So, and it'll probably just be quick. I have a feeling if I talk too much, I'm going to lose my voice. I am getting a cold. Lucky me, I haven't had one in 3.5 years, so I guess it's about time. So if you hear me sniffling and snorting and coughing, I have a cold. I've been testing and it keeps coming back negative, so I guess it's a cold. And I guess it's finally my turn. So let's come down a little bit. There we go. So welcome. I hope you're doing well. It's an absolutely, hold on, I have to wipe my nose. Plus my nose is dripping a lot. I'm on a lot of eye drops right now. And even though I try and space them out so that they don't and only do one drop so that they don't just go down my nasal passages because everything's all connected up there. They're designed to encourage my eyes to drain the fluid out of them because glaucoma, there's too much fluid in your eyes. So these drops are designed to calm down the pressure in your eyes, get the fluid out. So so my nose is running because my eyes are draining, and my eyes are also draining because I'm on 4 different eye drops. And yeah. But there's light at the end of the tunnel. One eye will get fixed on December 20th, and the other eye will get fixed on January 24th. So that's good, and that makes me happy. So as I mentioned previously, the next time you see our little book here, it will most likely, the text block will be all sewn together and glued in. And guess what? The text block is all sewn together and it's glued in. But I've done that often enough that you have seen it before. I'm going to come back a little bit. There we go. There's our little journaling board. So I've just got it tucked in here for now. And I really think that looks really, really pretty. I think that turned out nice. I'm trying hard not to put the overhead light on, but because it's pouring rain outside, I may give in and put the overhead light on. I'm going to play it by ear, play it by eye. We'll see. Anyhow, I'm really in love with this little book. And as I said, we used the original sort of lead-in page. It's not the front page because the front page had the title and various, the author and all that. And I opted, as is my choice as the artist, to not include that. But I did include, because we love that 1876 there. That is just yummy. And then for now, I've just put a little card in there, just to show that it's a tuck spot. And I believe this goes with this kit. As I said, I have some a lot of scrapbook papers that I really need to dig into, Christmas ones. So I'm digging into them. So I've done a few little things, a little collage here with a little stamp and some more of the paper that matches the end papers, and a little bulb pin with some red, white, and green buttons. Hopefully Oh, this shadow is, there we go. Now, you know what? Let's see. There we go. You know what? I'm just doing it. So there's red, white, and green little buttons on there. I think that looks cute. And then over here is a tuck spot with just, I didn't want to waste that. That was from a page that I used on something else. Can't remember. So, and it's just some people going home or going to church. I'm not sure if that's church or going home. Anyhow, and some ticking here to sort of, anyhow. So that's a, oh, you little sneaky Pete. There we go. The rest I'm still working on. Let's see the back here. The back, of course, will need some work. I like a pocket either in the front or in the back. So I think the back is going to be it, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. I just love this gold around the edge and how it just goes with all the gold that was already on it. So yeah, that's as far as where I am right now. I was going to tuck a little, I've got these little photos from when Nancy and Alice and I went antiquing and shopping and up to the Kirby book sale. Oh, I have sad news. At the Kirby book sale, there's this very sweet gentleman, Brian. Always a smile on his face, always an interesting story to tell because he actually went to that church. He grew up in that area and sat in those pews and went to that church, and his family did too. And he would always have a laugh. You know, he'd say, "Okay, how many books in that bag?" And anyhow, I knew he had been fighting cancer, and he passed away this week. So on Tuesday, he passed away. So he's not in pain anymore, and that's the blessing of it. So, but it's sad. So I felt kind of sad today that any of you that follow the Kirby book sale, you'll notice that they mentioned about Brian. Very sweet man. He was a teacher at the Bowmanville High School, I believe, for years. And just a really nice man. And he was only 74. And that's young, because that's only 10 years away from where I am. So that's young. Anyhow, I'm going to get back to the books. And Brian would want me to get back to books. So what I've done is some of the pages in Line Upon Line have blank backs. So I've used them to back the photos so that they can be journaled on and used as little journaling cards. These are from 1926, and there were quite a few winter photos in that photo album. So but if I put them in that one, we don't see the children, we just see their coats. So I'm going to put something else up there. I'm not sure yet what it'll be. So we're going to put that aside. I promised you I'd show you the little petty point that I have. I'm going to bring this down so you can see it. It's tiny. I told you it was tiny, and it's tiny. Hold on, I'm getting a ruler. So it is 4.5, including the frame, by 2 3/4. But if it's just the little picture, it's 3 3/4 by 1 3/4. And you can see every single tiny little stitch in that. I love all the stars up in the sky and the snow and the little house. And part of me is so tempted to take this paper back and see if it gives me a hint of who did this little petty point. Maybe they signed it underneath. My mother always had it, and then it was hanging in my brother's bedroom down in the basement, and then he moved out and the next brother moved in and it was still hanging in their room, and then he moved out and it was just still hanging there on the wall. And I thought, obviously these brothers are moving out and not taking it with them, and so I took it. But my mother doesn't know who did it. It was just from her side of the family, so she knows she didn't do it. But she doesn't know whether her mother did it or whether her grandmother did it. She's not sure who. So it's just this teeny tiny little petty point. You can see how little it is. There's my hands. How sweet is that? Pardon me. So I have a tiny wall. It sort of juts out. It leads down to the basement, and it's about that wide. And I have what I call my tiny picture wall, and I just collect tiny pictures, and it's on my tiny picture wall. And there's just a long line of tiny pictures. So I make sure that my children always know which one is the precious one, because I mean, they're all sweet. The rest of them I have found at either thrift stores, or a couple of them I have picked up on our travels. But this is the one this one's special. Now, what I want to do today is, and one of the channels that I follow is, I think it's called Farmhouse on Boone. And quite frankly, I don't know how this mother does it. My hat's off to her. She homemade bakes everything, 3 hot meals a day. She gets up in the morning and spends her day in the kitchen cooking for her family and homeschooling, and it's all fresh, and the eggs come from the farm and the milk comes from the cow, and I get exhausted imagining it, but I also enjoy her channel very much. And she does something that I do, and I had forgotten that I do it, but she buys her frames at thrift stores that she likes, and then she'll switch out the pictures, and she'll switch them out for seasons. And I switched out the picture on this one, and I can tell because it's got packing tape holding it in. And I feel like switching it out. Don't worry, this little needle point is will be kept safe. It's not going anywhere, but I just feel like changing things up. So we're going to do that today, and then I'm going to get back to work on the little green book, and hopefully maybe finish all the little tuck spots, and and have it ready to go in my Etsy shop maybe by tomorrow. I don't know. I always say that, and then life happens. As I think it's John Lennon said that. So we'll see. Let's take this off. Normally she does something that I do as well, is she'll just keep all the pictures, because she uses paper pictures, right inside the frame so she can switch them around if she's not putting a new one in. But this one is so bulky, and you can tell it's bulky because this back actually didn't want to close. And I had to sort of push it closed with the packing tape. Oh, I think I'm going to have to cut this. All right, where are my wire cutters? Wire cutters, where are you? Here's some. I forget which side. Well, let's just see if we can... Nope, that's not them. Oh, this is... You know what these are? These are the ones that clear the rubber off the wire. All right, where are my wire cutters? Ta-da! Let's see. Oh, now I've got it stuck in the teeth. This is the same thing, but down there I can cut the wire. Are you kidding me? I know I need wire cutters. Now these ones will do. Thank you. Thank you. And then I have a picture that in one of my books. Don't worry, I've got lots more of this wire. This wire is my favorite for decorating the house at Christmas, because you can put anything up anywhere, especially garlands. Just go to Dollar Tree or Dollarama and get gardening wire, and you're set. Come on. There. Boy, I wired this for the long haul, didn't I? Yeah, so I kept, thank goodness for the free COVID tests, and I just kept sticking those wands up my nose, because I thought, nope, it's my turn. So there's the little... I think this was in a different frame, and I liked this frame better. Isn't that a beautiful... You know me and gold. So that frame appealed to me. But now, hold on. There we go. Don't need those. Now I need to find the picture that I want to put in it. And it's in this book here. And remember when I said, oh, you can see my ring there, my ring light. Remember when I said, I don't have any Christmas music? Well, I've got an entire book of Victorian Christmas music with beautiful artwork. Unfortunately, they're huge, but there are some little pictures in it too. So it's a beautiful book. I love this Father Christmas here. I have a thing for Belsnickles, but this picture is the one I want. Those two. So let's get this out. I need you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you don't have a cold like me. I had an eventful week. I turned 64 this week. I've been 64 for a full day. I still feel 63. In my head, I feel 19. I'm at that point with birthdays where it's really another day. Especially because I don't know how many of you out there share a birthday with a loved one, but when they're not there anymore, it's for all the years of joy, birthdays get hard when that person isn't there to share it with. So I have cousins who are twins, and I have twins. So it's not something I wish on anyone, is being the one who moves on. This is just dusty. Without your... Now, do I want it like that? Or do I want it like... I think I want it like that. I wish I could tell. But I really... Oh, let's turn that off. Because either way, their feet get chopped off. No, I think I like it landscape. So I'm going to move this up a bit. You're not going to let me, are you? There. All right, let's see. I think I like that. And even though a little bit of that border is going to show, it's actually going to be underneath the lip of this frame. So, where did my... I shouldn't have put my craft knife away. Oh, we'll get another one out. There are plenty of them around in this room. I think this is crooked. So I don't know where I got this cold from. We did have a little family get together last Saturday, and I wonder if it was that, because otherwise I don't leave my house. And I am back to masking, so most likely I didn't press hard enough. I want to see through one. Let's see through this one. So who knows? So far, hubby has been safe. We shall see. Because you know, there's nothing worse than a man cold. And I'm resisting taking any kind of cold medication because it dries everything up. Well, I'm already so dry from the, this is going to be, obviously, this is a belly aching, talk about a man cold, belly aching video. I apologize. Did you watch Catherine's latest video? She belly ached through the whole thing. There we go. That shouldn't have been so difficult. No, it's still being a stinker. I should have used a mat. The medication I have to take for my liver dries me out, which is why it's irritating my glaucoma, because the drops also dry out my eyes. So I'm hesitating taking anything with a decongestant in it because I don't need any more drying out. Ah, God rest ye merry gentlemen. All right. Now, let's put this back in. Oh. There we go. So that is going to be up. So this will be up. Let's see. Let's see if we like this. Yes. At least for this year, but it needs something in there because it needs a buffer. Because I can feel it jiggling around. Come on, you. There. So, hold on. There we go. So we're just going to put this in. Oh, better close that up. Knowing me, I'll grab it from the wrong direction. There we go. Down we go. Close. Oop. Close. And that's better. This is going to go up beside Uncle Howard's phone. We have Uncle Howard's phone in our kitchen. My husband's Uncle Howard owned a hotel in Vermont for many years, Eagle Mountain House. And we were lucky enough to inherit. My father-in-law got one of the phones when it was rewired for the new telephones that you can dial yourself rather than going through the operator. You know, the kind of phones where you had to pick up and speak into the wooden box on the wall and you held the black thing up to your ear. That kind of phone is what we had from Uncle Howard's hotel. We even know what room it was. We got the room key, Uncle Howard's room key, and I'm looking for the wire. Hold on. Okay, I can't find my wire, but I know I've got wire downstairs because I've been using some for decorating. So, let me get rid of this right now safely because I don't want a little furry friend chewing on this. It's the kind of thing that could kill her. There we go, on that lovely note. Oh, if you heard a uproarious, joyous hallelujah coming from my side of the world, it's because I finished our taxes. It's, we got the nasty letter saying, do your taxes, send it in. Ah, jeepers, really? They owe us money. I think they send those letters out not realizing, you know what? You owe me money. So, oh well. That'll be nice to get that. So this is all I do. I just tape them into place. When I take it back downstairs to hang it beside Uncle Howard's phone, I'll take a picture so you can see Uncle Howard's phone from Eagle Mountain House. It's still there. It's a beautiful hotel. So if you ever look it up on the internet, look for Eagle Mountain House. I don't know if it's still called that or not, but Uncle Howard owned it for a while. And apparently it was a lot of fun to... There we go. It was a lot of fun. There we go. So that's ready, and that's going to... that's going over beside Uncle Howard's phone in our kitchen. So, and there's the little petty point that I was telling you about when I was reminded by that little brooch that was put on Mrs. Cratchit's prayer book. Those tiny, tiny little stitches. Just amazing. Amazing. Anyhow, thank you for joining me. I'm going to put this in with my boxes of Christmas decorations so that, because I know me, I might enjoy this one for a couple years, and then I want to put this back in. I don't even know who did this either. This would have been from a thrift store, so I certainly didn't do it. So thanks for joining me today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll try and give a good heads up if I do somehow manage to finish putting some tags and tuck spots in this sweet little book. That's all it's missing, and you know me, I don't like to add too many. I really like a mostly naked journal so that the new owners can use it for writing or fill it to their heart's content. That turned out nice. So there we go. Have a great rest of your day, and we will talk soon. Bye.